It's your girl here, Tammi C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I create this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? I'm doing pretty good. I am recovering again from a smaller medical procedure, but everything's going really good. I'm grateful. Grateful to God for good surgeons. That's for sure. Okay, you all. I want to talk to my ladies today about taking time to date and love again. Again, ladies, taking that time out to date and love again. Really taking time if you've been hurt prior. Before I get started, be so kind and hit like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Thank you all for your support. Appreciate you all. Okay. So the reason why I want to do this video, I know when dating comes up, when getting back out there comes up, when someone's been single a while, it could be a negative connotation on it. I get it. I could be negative too at times about it. And unfortunately, to say this, rightfully so. So many times, some of us, we get our feelings hurt, we get taken for granted. We start and do too much too soon. So some of it is our own fault. Nevertheless, we end up hurt, damaged, jaded, betrayed. And so it creates this negative energy towards dating. And we don't want to have that. Because if you start off negative at a deficit, why start at all? You're going on a job search. You're looking for a job. You're negative. Oh, I'm not going to get this job. The same thing with dating. You're looking to buy a house. Oh, I'm not going to qualify for a nice house. So you see what I'm saying? No matter what it is you're starting, you want to start from a positive point. If you start off negative, you will attract that. Light attracts light. Love attracts love. So this is why you have to take time out after you have dated and it didn't go well. You want to put a pause in there. Don't click off. Listen to my video because a couple of reasons why. I'm a social worker and a therapist, marriage counselor. So I talk to men as well as women. And I'm a little bit older. I'm over 50. So I've been around, not around the block, but I've been around and I know a little something. And I've been on both sides. I've been negative about it and I've been positive. And when I was positive, it attracted a very sweet soul to me. So that's why I'm doing this video. Okay, you all stick with me. Okay. So first thing you want to do, I would suggest, do an assessment of your dating and relationship history from when you were like 15, 16, all the way up to where you are now. Take inventory of the things that happen and be honest with yourself. Is your picker off? Are you picking that same guy? Some ladies will say, oh, all men cheat anyway. Well, that's who you're going to attract. If that's always on your mind, all men cheat, you're going to attract that type of man. That's the furthest thing I'm thinking about when I'm dating somebody. I bet he's a cheater. Is he a cheater? I'm not even going to go into it like that because if you are a cheater, man, you're not going to match. I don't do cheaters, and I have an anxious type of personality. So I don't need somebody that's going to cause me to be even more anxious. And I don't have time to be cracking codes and phones. That's just not my jam, you all. So somebody that's a cheater, they wouldn't work out well with me because they'll get dumped right away as soon as I got wind of it. So don't think like that. And you all are very smart. You are highly intuitive. God made ladies that way. You know if somebody is not on the up and up. When you get that inkling, pardon me, you are. When I'm waiting on a delivery, I shouldn't have did this right now. When you get that inkling, you will know because God gave you a sharp intuition, okay? But just think about your life thus far. Was some of that on you? Did you get an inkling, like when you went along with one of the guys you dated or married, whatever? Did you ever get that inkling like, yeah, something's fishy here? Or stranger danger? We get that stranger danger like, no, I don't think this is going to be any good for me. Typically, we are very accurate. Don't second guess yourself. Always trust in your guts. It never leads you wrong, ever, ever. Anytime I've dated someone, I was like, I don't know about him, and it always came out like I should have never dated that guy. So don't feel bad about being right. You got to go with your gut. That's number one. Do an assessment. Make sure it's not you picking the wrong person. And if it is, do an inventory of the type of guy you like. Have you ever talked to somebody and you'll say, like, what type of guy do you like? I don't know. Now, if you don't know what you like, how are you going to attract that? You got to know what you like. That's one thing I tell people. They'll be like, what was wrong with that guy? What's wrong with that guy? I like a guy with top tier manners. Like, if you want to attract me, be polite. Hello, how are you? Be a gentleman. Being a gentleman ranks high. Have good hygiene. You don't have to be the finest man in the room. That doesn't do it for me. But have your hair cut nice. Have your beard, your goatee, everything neat. A nice crisp shirt, nice pants with a nice belt, some nice shoes. Sometimes you can even see a guy dressed real casual. I know somebody that, business, whatever. The guy, every time I see him, he is dressed so neat. And he just looked like he's that metrosexual guy, or is that the word? You all know what I'm talking about. But he looks so neat, and his clothes are pristine, like he has pressed them out. I like a gentleman like that. That's what I like. Fine. Yeah, you don't want nobody pushing you out the mirror. You in the mirror, you all fighting each other. That's not so important for me. But the manners, the hygiene, a good heart. God forbid something happens, will he come and see about me? That's the type of guy I like. A little bit tall, I'm 5'7", so I'm over the shrimps. But you got to know what you like. I don't care about light skin, dark skin. See, some of that stuff, I'll be like, I do prefer a little bit darker now that I think about it. But I'll talk to a light skinned guy. Shoot, I mean, my mama was light. My daddy was jet black. So, hey, I like them all. That's where I'm at with it, you all. But you got to know the type of guy that you like, okay? Don't ask for what you're not. He's got to have this. He better make $150,000. He better be fit, and then you not. None of that. I'm not saying you have to make that amount, but sometimes, I'm not saying our standards are too high, but when you start asking for a lot, then it's going to come back to you like a boomerang. What do you have? So you just got to be careful with that. Don't be with nobody for what they can give you. He better do this. He don't better do nothing. So that's the wrong concept. Some ladies, they want to be bought. They want the guy to buy them this or buy them that. To me, that's superficial. And so, are you really ready for love? I think Whitney Houston said that, are you ready for love, boy? That's Whitney. That's one of my favorite songs by her. Are you really ready for love? Or are you just ready for play? You can buy yourself that stuff. Yes, you want somebody that treats you well. My last guy, hey, we go on a trip. I didn't pay for a thing. He booked everything. Not the trip. Well, he did book the trip too. But anyway, he paid for the entertainment. All I had to do was show up pretty. That's all I had to do. And I enjoyed that. 'Cause sometimes I don't like planning stuff like that. But you have some guys that give gifts here and there. That's not my jam. I don't need a whole bunch of gifts. I need you to be there for me when the rubber meets the road. That's me. But everybody's different. But if you want somebody just for that, you got to check yourself and say, am I really looking for love? Or I want a sugar daddy or somebody to take care of me. A lot of us women, we out here, we jamming on the one. We killing the money game. We are business women. We are entrepreneurs. We have our own business. We work in corporate. We're making a lot of money. So it's not the 70s. So we don't need a guy for that kind of stuff. Yes, you want to be wined and dined and treated well. But don't just be with somebody for that. I know somebody, that's all they trying to do is use somebody that's really close to me. I don't like that kind of stuff. He done caught on though now. But I see that lady. She ain't nothing but a user. God bless him, because I would block the stank out that woman. I would block her so fast she would never hear my voice again. When you know somebody using you, just block them. I don't like users. How you all feel about that? That's kind of going to number 2. We got to take accountability for our own actions. If you know somebody is a user, if you know somebody is a dog, or you know somebody means you know well, why are you even entertaining them? Just block them. Just block them. Don't even Don't even waste your precious seconds with them. We waste a lot of time on people that mean us no good. We have to take accountability. We're not victims. Okay, so tip number 3, if you are single, use this as a time to improve yourself. I keep talking about this weightlifting. I keep hearing how this weightlifting is really helping some women. They really enjoy it. They feel empowered. Or yoga, or running, or a 5K, or training to run a marathon. I always tell you, I love my tennis, and that's something that makes me feel empowered. I like a good game of volleyball too. And so whatever it is for you, maybe just going to the gym is your jam, or going for long walks. Use this time to better yourself. Eat a little better, drink a little bit more water, make you some fresh juices, take your vitamins. I went to the doctor, of course I had a outpatient surgery, and she was like, you don't take any medicine. I said, multivitamin, a B12, a probiotic, vitamin D. That's what I take. God is good to me. I do not take any medication, and I'm trying to keep it that way. So people want to talk about, like my friend said it today, my god sister, they want to talk about dating, getting the bag, buying a big house. My sister said, I'm learning health is wealth. Real talk. If your health is on point, you are wealthy. You can make money, you can buy a house, you can get married, you can have kids, but if your health is in the toilet, you are not wealthy. And that's facts. And you know from Steve Jobs or Jobs, I'm so sorry, I got to find out the right pronunciation of his name. This man is the founder of Apple. And you know how much money he would be worth if he was still alive. I'm sorry, you all. Y'all gonna kill me. This is just so tacky. Anyway, let me keep going. Let me see. I don't think I'll be able to finish this. You know what, you all? I am going to pause it and come back because I do not want this thing to keep beeping while I'm trying to record. So I'll be back. So you won't know. You won't know because I'll just put it all together. Okay. Thank you. I will finish this video. It will not defeat me. Okay, as I was saying, if you are single, use this as a time to take care of yourself. Get into some type of fitness, workout, lifting weights, as I said, yoga. For me, journaling, I love it, meditation, whatever can help you to be better. If you are heartbroken, I know how that feels. And sometimes you feel like you don't even have the space to verbalize how hurt you feel. And remember this, you can only talk about it for so long, and then people, they check out on you. Okay, now you already said that. We know that broke your heart. Can you move on? You're not dating yet? You know, people have like minute minds, so you might be heartbroken in September. By December or January, they like, yeah, you need to move past that. Not thinking you've been with the person 6 years, 4 years. And what do they say? For every year, it take a month to heal. I'm in big trouble then because I was with my last guy a long time. But I don't even agree with that. You could be with somebody 7, 8 years or whatever. I don't think you might not be done healed in a couple years. You know, you just never know, especially if you're still talking with that person, or it depends on the situation. Everybody is case by case. Some people, they break up with someone, they go date real quick. I don't recommend it, especially if you're real heartbroken, because you're going to take that hurt into the new relationship. And sometimes we dump it on the new person, and they don't deserve that. And you don't want to mess up something with a good person, because you are not in a good place. That's just how I feel about that. But anyway, maybe go around. Maybe get out and travel. Like for me, I'm noticing I have to do more things alone. I'm going to go to the movies alone to see Bad Boys. I'm okay with that. I went to a play by myself. And so I was telling my therapist, I don't really want to travel by myself. And she told me, go find a conference, especially since I need the CEUs as a social worker. Find you a conference out of town in a city you would like to visit, and use it for, you know, the conference as well as leisure. So Orlando, Florida, they have a conference next year. I plan on going, and I'll take my classes and then be on the beach. There you go. So sometimes we can't depend on everyone else to save us or to be there for us. You be there for you. Reinvent yourself now that you are single and make the most of it. Don't look at it as a negative. Actually, look at it as a positive. There is an advantage to being single. You turn your TV on, you can watch what you want. You don't have to share your food. You can come and go as you please. It's freedom. You can start a business, you can go back to school. There's a lot of good parts to being single. Don't look at it as a negative. Don't let society do that. All right, that's another thing I was just saying, what I just said. Stop depending on others. There are some mothers out there, they depend on their son to do everything. They don't want the son to have a relationship. No girl or no woman is good enough for their son because they want the son for themselves. We have to let our kids go do and be who they are, and we have to reinvent our lives. We can't expect our sisters and our family and everyone to save us, and our friends. We get mad because our friends may have somebody now and they dump you, because you know that's how your friends do. Sometimes they get somebody, they forget all about you, and I try not to do that, but it is hard when you're in a relationship, a committed relationship. A lot of time and dedication goes to that, but that's why we can't be codependent on others. They're not going to save you. You got to save you. Okay, so once you do get back out and start dating, keep your eyes open. Have you noticed some people that start dating, and then they'll be like, is he the one? What you think? One date and they're already saying, is he the one? And women, we need to know this. Men, they can pick up on that desperation. And you don't never want to have a guy to have to tell you, are you desperate? Or you come off like you're not used to good treatment. That is not good. So if you are desperate acting, you need to relax and calm down, because a man can spot that a mile away. A man knows a woman of class. A man knows a woman that's confident. A man knows a woman's worth when he sees her, in the words of Alicia Keys. And when you act desperate, that man's going to take off running. Men like a lady that has her own life, that's busy, that's confident, that's classy. Trust and believe. A healthy man, that's what he wants. Be respectful. Keep it respectful. Don't start going off. You just met the guy. He said he was going to call you on Tuesday. He didn't. He called you on Wednesday. Now you going off on, you said you was going to call me on Tuesday. Why you didn't call me? I already know how this going to go. Come on, you all. We can't be doing stuff like that. Give everybody a chance. Something could have happened to his phone, or hell, maybe he forgot. You know, I'm not saying that I forget stuff like that, but sometimes men, they not as witty like us. They not the best with managing tasks. Sometimes they can get overwhelmed. You know how we could do 3 or 4 or 5 things. They're more, you know what I'm saying, you are. They're more task driven, but one thing at a time. So I know people that have said that, like the guy might have called them a day late or a few hours late, and they done went off on him. No, that don't look right to me. Now, if it keeps happening, then maybe you got to have a conversation, or, you know, maybe that's somebody you don't want to date, but no need to go off on somebody you barely know. It's just not a good look. I wouldn't recommend that. And be positive. If you know you're still in a negative place, don't date, you all. Just give it more time. You don't want to bring that energy. You know, he 10 minutes late for the date, you're looking at him like, oh boy, here we go. Or something don't add up that he said, and it's kind of minor. You adding up everything he's saying, looking for something negative. What somebody say? Why did I date again? My last relationship didn't work. I should have known this won't work. Well, come on now, you all. You go to one doctor, they're not a good doctor, so all the doctors going to be bad. Go to one dentist, they're bad dentists. All the dentists bad. You get your hair done, one person mess up your hair, all the hairstylists are bad. Think about what you're saying. Like, some stuff we say, it doesn't make sense. It's being you're being negative. If you're going to date, you might as well believe in love. If you don't believe in love, don't date. Just stay out the dating game. And I know this is happening because I hear the comments. These men, and it's like, oh my God, you all. I get it. I've been hurt with you. I feel your pain. Trust me, I do. But that doesn't mean that good men don't exist. I met a good man. Man, was it last year? A little young guy. He seemed so sweet. He married, and he was saying, yes, ma'am. I met a couple of guys talking about, yes, ma'am. I'm like, oh, God. How old am I now? Yes, ma'am. They yes, ma'am with me. They younger, like 20s, late 20s or 30. But they probably know like she's a more seasoned woman. They've just being respectful. But there's some sweet people out here, some good people out here. I had a guy, God rest his soul, Andrew. Andrew probably would be about 32. I still can't believe that young man passed away. I'm just heartbroken, you all. I really am. Andrew probably would be a little older now that I think about it, because I was 49, he was 29, and so I'm 53. Andrew would be he would be probably 33, and I think his birthday was around now. He was killed in a single car accident. I don't know how it happened, but we worked together. He was an engineer, and he was the most handsome, cute guy, but so polite and mannerable. He would come by my desk. Oh, he wore his little pea coat and his little vest, and oh, his skin was just beautiful. I think he was of Jamaican descent. Just a sweet guy. And that was a definition of a good man. Didn't never married, didn't have kids yet. Just a beautiful soul. So good men exist, but you just gotta believe that they do. And if you meet someone and they don't add up to what you're looking for, you know, they don't seem like they're a good person, then you get away from them. Why do we do that? Like if we meet somebody and you could tell it's not a match, and then we keep going. Don't do that. That means you're not trusting the process. You gotta trust the process, and sometimes it's going to mean date someone for 1 or 2 dates and it's not a hit, and that's okay. It's all a part of the process. I remember meeting some guys back in the day, no connection whatsoever, but we end up talking and becoming friends, but it was no love connection, and that's okay. I know some people say I don't need no friends, but everybody you meet is not going to be a connection. They might look like your type, but they may be on something totally different. Y'all feel me? I think it's good to date more than one guy. And that's a mistake I've often made. Date one guy at a time. Oh, I really like him. I'm just going to stick with him. Nah, I'm not doing that no more. If I happen to meet two around the same time, I'm going to entertain both of them. May the best man win. Why not? You're giving yourself more opportunities to meet a good match. We don't have to settle on one guy. They don't settle on one lady. And then you see who fit your lifestyle better. One guy, he may be more nurturing. He might have a better sense of humor. He may be more flexible. The other one might be stuffy or more controlling. You know, some guys are controlling. I don't like those type of guys. It's hard to meet a good match to me. It's not easy, especially the older you get. A lot of baggage comes with that person. But I want to go off on a little bit of a different path, especially if you do believe. If you're a believer in God, that's where we have to have faith, because I know it's been a bit rough for me too, and that's why I do these videos, you all. Not because I have a YouTube channel and I can just jump on here and do a video. I do it because I can relate to you all, and sometimes I get a little miffed about what's going on in my personal life, in my love life, but then I'd start thinking about God, and that's what gives me some comfort. And I have a lot of faith. But when it comes to relationship stuff, that's where I get a little bit disconnected. But at the end of the day, we have to trust God. He knows what's best for us. He knows what's coming down the line for us. A lot of times rejection is protection. And He is blocking you from being with somebody that will hurt you possibly. So sometimes 6 more months, another year of waiting could be worth it. Don't always be eager to date. Take that time out and enjoy yourself. Always have fun regardless. Single, married, dating. Make sure you incorporate fun in your life. Okay, so once you are in a relationship, say you've met somebody, you dated your 2 and 3 guys at the same time and picked your one, be sure to speak up. Don't be afraid. Like, oh, I would say something, but I don't want the relationship to end. No. That's how you end up in trouble later. Speak up now or forever hold your peace, as they say. So speak up and do it with respect. Ask for what you want. That's one thing about me. I'm older now, so now I got to say, hey, I want to be married. I want to get married. I can't even play no more. I would like to be married. If they don't want to get married, then there's no need of me dating that guy, because I would like to get married. That's it. That's all. If you don't want to get married, I don't want no guy hemming and hawing. I would like to get married. Well, see, I don't know about that. I've been married twice and it's just not okay. We not a match. Bye. See ya. Don't be scared to do that. Also, relax. Sometimes we get too uptight about dating. Too scared it's not going to work. Too scared about this. Too scared about that. Relax and have some doggone fun. I say a lot of this stuff. And don't tell all your business. You know what? I was in an abusive marriage, and then this guy did this to me, and then this guy did that. The first date, you done turned him into a therapist. He's not gonna call you again because scared the guy away. Keep some of your business private, and keep your relationship private when you do start one. Don't tell nobody everything that's going on, because people start asking a lot of questions. You think you all gonna get married? Do you think this? Do you think that? Does he come to your house? Do you go to their house? Have they introduced you to the family? They start all these questions. They start having you second guessing your stuff. And I know people was kind of making some comments about my last relationship, but it wasn't even what they thought. You know what I'm saying? But people, they quick to go to the damn dark side. Sorry. They quick to go to the dark side because that's what they used to. Somebody cheating on them. Something not being real. Something being fake. Somebody trying to pull something over on them. And in all honesty, it's valid because people do. And that's what's really sad. I can't even get on here and say that stuff isn't true because there's a lot of users out here. And that's really a shame that I have to say that. But all in all, it's still some good men. All in all, it's still good people, good ladies. So we got to believe in love and just trust that the right one will find us and we'll find them. Because if you don't, it's just gonna be negative, and you don't want that. All right, you all. I hope I made sense. I had to piecemeal this video together. I ended up stopping. I was getting deliveries on the first half. Then my brother-in-law called on the second half, and oh my God, it's just all kinds of stuff going on this here video. But anyway, I think I'm finished now. And drop me some comments. And thank you all always for supporting me. Okay, take care. Good luck to you all with dating. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Trust and believe. Bye-bye.